On this 8th International Day of Prayer and Awareness, we, Talitha Kum Oceania, Aotearoa New Zealand Talitha Kum, and ACRAF, Australian Catholic Religious Against Trafficking in Humans, welcome you to stand with us in reflection and prayer. The power of care. We've been challenged to offer care, healing, empowerment and restoration to victim survivors. We are also challenged to make human trafficking part of human history, to eliminate it from lived experience. The power of care is what unites us in our collaborative efforts to eradicate human trafficking from the planet.
We care about building an economy of care and solidarity.
Building an economy of care and solidarity means taking a lead from the Canaanite woman in Matthew's Gospel who pleaded incessantly for her daughter's healing. She burned with conviction that God's healing was for even a little insignificant girl. Our part is to practice and promote care so that no one is exploited and treated as insignificant.
Sadly, there have been increased numbers of vulnerable women, girls, and exploited workers to assist. Advocacy also remains a significant area of ACRAF's work as it can and does bring about systemic change.
This is a sacred relationship of the heart, one inspired by a deep respect for the determination, courage, resilience of the women we companion.
We care about creating safe and legal migration and work pathways.
I have visited seasonal workers in country Victoria and Bundaberg, Queensland, to give them support, to listen to their experiences of working in Australia, and to provide them education on workplace laws. I coordinate with ACRAF members who have direct contact with seasonal workers, so I know what is happening on the ground and to share relevant information at the advisory group meetings. On one of my visits, the seasonal workers showed me their pay slips, and I pointed out that their piece rate was very low. I encouraged them to contact the government for assistance, which they did, and their piece rate was increased considerably. Some issues of concern for seasonal workers are the costs of accommodation, low piece rates, poor work conditions, and lack of intercultural understanding by employers.
I first learned about transnational crime and human trafficking when I was at university in Wales. And then I came to Australia as a backpacker, and whilst picking fruit for my second year visa, I saw lots of exploitation. One of the first projects that I worked with ACRAF on was in response to the 2010 inquiry into people trafficking for sex work in Victoria. I met with MPs and other agencies such as the police and the Red Cross, and our response to the inquiry ended up with some of our recommendations being made into legislation.
Building an economy of care and solidarity means prioritising where we spend our money, opening our eyes as consumers when we are unconsciously supporting slave labour, shopping with businesses that are transparent, examining their supply chains, and buying fair trade or locally sourced products.
To me, building an economy of care and solidarity means caring for and upholding the dignity and safety of each person and all beings on our planet.
We care about empowering women and girls.
ACRAT's work is to advocate against this illegal practice and, with cultural sensitivities, to companion the people who find themselves in or vulnerable to being forced into marriage. I joined together with people from other civil societies such as the Red Cross, Anti-Slavery Australia and various federal government departments to do this work. So it's a great collaborative effort to ensure the human dignity of every human person that crosses ACRAT's door. I hope you'll join us in supporting the fight against forced marriage here in Australia.
To me, building an economy of care and solidarity means shedding our reliance on commodity economics and radically embracing our belief in the common good.
To me, an economy of care and solidarity means reducing the gross inequality in our world between the rich billionaires and the poor who have almost nothing.
We care about justice for victims and survivors.
For survivors of human trafficking, recovery is a journey, sometimes a lifelong one, from exploitation and abuse to a new life of self-reliance, security and hope. To be transformed from survivor to thriver often means confronting multiple and complex challenges, including employment, housing, legal, visa, health, education, and financial challenges. Each ACRAT companion is linked to a survivor to provide a respectful, supportive presence.
To me, building an economy of care and solidarity begins with me, having my eyes opened, looking everyone and every situation in the eye, seeing the reality of the hidden underground of human trafficking and feeling the pain of those affected. To care is then to raise awareness of others and to unite in prayer and action to expose and rid the world of this human scourge. Who will speak for the voiceless and call the people of power to action if we don't?
Gracious God, Saint Josephine Bakhita, embolden us, empower us, grace us with the clarity of mind and strength of spirit to work tirelessly for an inclusive world that reflects and respects the inherent dignity of every person and all of creation. Help us to move away from individualism and consumerism towards a global economy in which no one is invisible, disregarded, or exploited. Help us eliminate all slavery and human trafficking. May we be a powerhouse of care, care that informs and illuminates, care that transforms and liberates, care that companions and heals. Who will care if we don't? The power of care.